Good morning, my beautiful Sagittarius angels, and welcome to those of you who were cross watchers. Don't let this be your first nor your last time. Hit the subscribe button and the all notification button so that hopefully through the YouTube algorithm you will be notified every time I upload content. And also remember, you should spot check all the channels, including mine that you watch and that you like to subscribe and get content from, because YouTube will randomly disconnect you from us and unsubscribe you. That does happen periodically, so you need to check to make sure that you're still even showing up subscribed to the channel. This is Sacred Sagittarius, Angels Answers All, and I'm Tigra, your humble host. It is actually the end of October. Towards the end of this week, we're going to be celebrating Halloween, then thus bringing us into the month of November. Sagittarius season doesn't start till the late end of the month, but we welcome the month nonetheless. So this video is for entertainment purposes, as with all my content. It is for the Sagittarius community, but I welcome everyone to the channel with love and light. My cards and space is blessed and prayed over before each reading. These are general readings. Take what applies to you, and the rest leave it aside, because we are a beautiful, big Sagittarius community here. As the birthday season approaches, don't forget, if I don't have your birth date, the day and the month, because you could be a November Sag or December Sag, please put it in the comments below, because during the birthday season, I do start doing shout outs and I try to have different contests. And if this is your first year as a subscriber, I also do daily reads. At least I try to, depending on my availability, during the whole Sagittarius season, right through December. So this is going to be your October wrap up, just a general wrap up of the energies that we're kind of dealing with towards this month and where they are right now as we end the month going into November. It will be followed by your general wrap up and reading for love energies as well. And then during the weekend, of course, we're going to start with the November energies. So I welcome you all to that. Okay, let's see. First, we're going to start out with the message that I was given for the overall energy as we end this month. And the message was, you know better now than ever before. You know better now ever than before. And I get that message. And I think if you really listen to it, you get it now more than ever before. How we are in the world today and how our lives are and how we're developing and growing and transitioning and changing, right? And interacting and really getting to know people up close and personal. We do know better now, and we know more now than we've ever known before. We've always kind of had exposure to knowledge, and we've kind of always thought we've known people and how to engage with them, and where their energies and where their loyalties lie. But life experiences and your interactions, both globally and individually and collectively, with your family, your friends, society, your co-workers, helps you to evolve and change and to truly recognize what people and what individuals truly stand for and what it is that they're really trying to say to you, rather than us trying to absorb something and kind of put a spin on it to make it fit the narrative that we want it to fit. So remember that as you go along your journey, especially as we broaden into our November Sagittarius season, that you do more now and you know much more now than you ever have before. And because you have that added knowledge and the growth and the wisdom and the experience and lessons from life, you should know how to navigate through life better. You should be able to identify people in their true meaning and their true purpose and what they're really saying to you. You shouldn't be easily fooled. You shouldn't be easily manipulated or played with, so to speak. So give yourself time this weekend as we embrace these new energies into the month of November coming up to really think about and process the relationships that you need to walk away from, the relationships that you thought that wasn't the one for you might be the one for you, the people that you think are your people, might not be your tribe. So coming to terms with that and really identifying your energy and your true connection and what those people's true connection and value and purpose is in your life should really be highlighted, because you want to go ahead towards your journey with aligned people, with people who truly get you, truly believe in you, truly support you, and vice versa. So I hope that message broadens your thought pattern and hopefully lights a spark underneath you to really start opening up your eyes to what people are actually showing you in your life and doing in your life, rather than what they say they're going to do or what they're promised they're going to do, right? Putting those actions actually into words. We end the month of October with two affirmations. I will use my power for goodwill and bring no harm to others. A reminder that we all have special gifts in many different ways. We have beautiful talents, and some of us might have a more higher elevated power than others. But just because you might have more than someone else, you should always use that power and that gift for good. And use it to bring happiness into the world and to spark positive energy. Never, never to do the opposite, bringing harm or negative vibes. I am grounded, safe, and protected at all times. You know, challenging times make us be stronger. They help us to grow. And it reminds us that we are grounded and we are safe. As long as we build that strong foundation, no one can knock us off, and we are covered with God and the angels' protection. And that we are protected at all times. Our angels, our guides, our ancestors that have gone before us, they are protecting us 24/7. The prayer as we end the month of October is from Philippians 4:8. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. There's a lot of bad things going on. There's a lot of negative energy and lower vibration trying to elevate itself in our lives. And we've just got to try to take the time to think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Even myself, sometimes I have to tell myself to stop watching so much content about certain things that are going on in the world because of the negative tone and the kind of, down, Debbie Down type of energy it brings to me. Start watching spiritual things. Start watching things that uplift you, affirmations, songs, melodies, meditation, your own crafts and talents and gifts, reuniting with people, connecting with people, being a sense of community, giving and helping others who might be less fortunate than yourself. Think about all those things that are excellent. God's love, God's protection, God's grace. All these things are worthy of praise. And these are the things that we can think of during these times when those lower vibration people try to get on our nerves, so to speak. So what is going on as we end this month of October? What are the energies and the things that we need to focus or that we need to wrap up? Treat yourself. Well, that's nice, right? Halloween being on Friday. Treat yourself. So, especially if you have dietetic problems or you're trying to watch your weight, you're really trying to start a new nutrition plan. Treating yourself doesn't mean getting that cupcake or that ice cream bar. Treat yourself to something that you like that lifts up your spirits. Maybe buying a new record or buying, some accessories for your hair or buying new makeup, guys, new grooming tools, something for your car. Treat your car to, a total cleanup, right? Especially for those of you who carpool your children, etc. Treat yourself to getting a nice total cleanup of your car. Let them, do the carpet, the engine, the undercarriage, everything. Girls, could be a day for you at the spa with friends. Guys, it could be a weekend maybe to the casino, right? Or mountain climbing or rock climbing, whatever you guys like to do. See a show, go to a concert. There are so many things that you can do. You can host at home, right? Go for a nature walk. A lot of things that you can do that really aren't that expensive. That is a treat to yourself, that boosts your energy, that keeps you in a positive mindset, and reminds you that life is still being lived. Life is still life, and life still goes on. And yes, there's a lot of things that are going on that we're very disturbed by, but we can't let it hurt or block our flow. Tension escalates. There could be, I always said, as many people say during these times of change and transition, things might get harder before they get better. So there could be tensions that escalate not only globally, but even within your relationships and with your friendships. These things have to happen in that way to finally have a resolution and to learn the lesson and to make things anew and to have that rebirth that we're all awaiting. The fast way. Some people feel that by creating havoc in your life or creating havoc around the world, by escalating it at such a fast pace and throwing all these things at us and throwing all these distractions at us, that it will not keep us focused. And it is true. If you're not grounded, if you're not true to yourself and aware of your spirituality, of your growth, of your know-how, of your strength, and your individual grace and power as God's child, things will kind of take your breath away. And things are happening in a fast way, not to help us, but to throw us off. So we had to be very mindful, again, what we absorb and what we take in. Because a lot of things that are being put in front of us, again, are to trick us or misguide us. It's not meant to help us. The bottom of the deck, we got reversed the happiness high vibe. What did I say? A lot of things that are going on in certain friendships, relationships, globally, the energies that certain people might be trying to throw discord amongst us and other people or other countries and other nations is because they're trying to bring our vibration down. They don't want us to be in our happy mode. They don't want us to be in our happy Sagittarius vibe that is optimistic and giddy and gay. They want to bring us to their low, non-functioning level, and we just can't let that happen. We end this middle of the deck with relief answers. I know a lot of us have questions, and the answers are going to come to us in divine timing. So just hold the line and keep the faith. The universe wants you to look up. What you perceive to be over is just a catalyst for change. What was will return in a different form. Look up. I'm so glad that this card came out. You know, there's a few channels that I watch on a consistent basis, and a lot of the messages, I would say, one thing that they do agree upon, that what we're going through is challenging. The things that we're experiencing need to happen because it needs to come about so the change can take, because the direction that we're in or the direction that we're going is not the right direction. It's not for our greater good. But what was will return. A lot of things that were lost, a lot of things that were changed will come back. But they're not going to come back as they were, because as they were faulty. You know, there was something wrong with it. It wasn't right. It wasn't for the benefit of you or the people. So there's going to be changes and big, halls and makeovers. But when these energies and these particular things come back in institutions that we are so familiar with and have grown up with, they will come back, but not in the way that we remember them. They have to come back in a different way so that we don't fall into the situations and energies that we're in now. So yes, things will change. Some things and most things will come back, but better. Bigger in some cases, smaller in others, but better. The early stages, you're still in your early stages of growth, Sagittarius, but the long-term outlook is strong if you keep nurturing and engaging your talents. A lot of you, as you're in between jobs, or you might be furloughed, or you're on a medical leave from your job. In between that, you're trying to keep your sanity. You're also trying to have some additional income come in. You could be tapping into a lost, forgotten gift or talent that you have. It's going to take stages for you to build yourself back up, especially if you haven't tapped into that energy or talent in a while. So take your time, pace yourself. It's all part of your growing. It's all part of your nurturing. It's all part of you building up your strength and confidence. You get the partnership card. Allow supportive partnerships in your life, and you will attract mutually loving relationships that fulfill both of your needs. So within 6 months, some of you might find yourself in new partnerships. These could be new romantic partnerships as well as partnerships on your job, or partnerships as far as people that you are part of a tribe of, or you consider your tribe. You're going to be building dreams as we end the month of October. So the foundation is for you to build today. Is going to be a bigger part of the picture. Like I said, a lot of things are unclear. They're foggy to us. They seem uncertain, but it is part of a bigger picture. Just keep believing and stay positive. Stay the course. Big things are heading your and our way. Like I said, certain things have to happen the way they have to happen, in the order that they have to happen. We have the energetic number of 4, so this can be anywhere within a 4-month to a 4-year time span where you're going to see the building of these dreams coming to fruition, where you're going to see where the struggle is going to pay off. But you've got to just hang in there and stay strong and be focused. At the bottom of the deck, we get Master Your Fears. Uncover all the hidden fears that are in you, Sagittarius, that are really deep within you, that are holding you back. And you must live your life authentically, because these fears that you're holding are keeping you from moving forward, from taking those steps in life. I get it. We all have strife, we all have fears, but there are some fears that we really must take control of, because they will be the detriment of us. They will stop us from elevating and being the person that we should be and were meant to be. It will stop us from living our purpose. So don't be afraid to deal with those fears and to move forward. I love it. Stay on target. There's us. There's Sagittarius. The bow and arrow. Stay on target. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you've already kind of decided you were going to do, where your aim and focus is, continue until you finish it and complete it. You might have delays. You might have some forks in the road, but stay on target. Treasure. As you stay on target, there's going to be great things. Like I said, it might not happen in your time, but in divine timing, the keys or opportunities are going to come to you. The treasures and the joys in life and the excitement of the unknown is going to be shown and given to you. A moment of reflection. Many of you need time to reflect as life changes for you, to truly understand the cycle of life and the process of life, and why bad things happen to good people, and why good people go astray, and why things just go crazy in life, in our own lives and within the world. To really truly have a grasp and understanding of what beings and people in this world can do to alter God's plan for us, and what we do to alter the direction that God has set forth for us. This is a time and a moment of reflection. Before our birthday is such a great time to purge, to cleanse, to meditate, right? To get spiritual nourishment and redefine who you are, repurpose your purpose, and continue to go forward bigger and better than you've ever been before. So please take these few weeks up to our birthday season, almost a month away, to really get your head and heart in place, to put yourself back on guide, to put yourself back on target in the direction that you know you need to go, to uplift yourself and remove yourself from the toxicity and negativity that has been blocking you or trying to persuade you to go in another direction that is not truly meant for your course. Moving on up, Many of you are going to be moving into from a rural city into a more elevated city, tall buildings. So you could be moving from the country to the big city. Many of you could be changing careers or getting jobs in the big city. You might be moving to New York City or Chicago, any big city where there's a metropolis of buildings, office buildings. So you could be going from a blue collar job to a white collar or vice versa. So many of you could also be taking a trip to the city to see what the opportunities are, opening up a business, but moving on up. You are moving on up, moving space from a small home office to an office in an office building. So things are looking up for many of you, and I love that. What are some of the things that you need to look for underneath the surface? That there could be some drama around you and you're going to have to avoid it or take action to avoid it. Game over, like I said, relationships or partnerships that you finally realize that either the person was just using you for their self gain or they really didn't have the intention or the mindset to do what they promised to do with you as a partner. Watch the insecurities within yourself and people that you surround yourself with, because their insecurities can then kind of become your own. Wow, I love it. Thank you, angels. Watch those fake friends. Some of us have friends that, we think will be there for us in crunch time. Those will be the ones to run fastest to the door. Watch for the fake friends. They will show you signs. They will make slip ups. So that's what's lying beneath you and what you really need to pay attention to. We also get the message of positive thinking again. Place a light into your hands of the universe, and may this light guide you and awaken you to find peace and serenity along your journey. Serenity, loving and releasing, doing the inner peace, finding your inner peace, knowing your inner peace, remaining brave and facing fear, doing the work, letting the universe help you as you do the work. Belief. I believe in myself, the beauty of life, the goodness of God, and the power you have, Sagittarius, to fulfill your dreams. The will of the Almighty, our Lord God, does support you at all times. Your life is showered in divine light, and your heart should be open to all that the universe can offer. And gratitude. No matter what you're going through or we go through, collectively or individually, always give grace and thanks to God. Give gratitude. Be aware of the light in your life. Direct your thoughts to beauty. Again, don't get stuck in the darkness and the epitome of lower vibrational energy that others try to drag us into. Give thanks to God for every little thing, the air that you breathe, the food that you smell, the pictures that you take, the family that you have, the job that you might not like, but you still have one. Enlighten your thoughts. The riches will surround you, and you will appreciate in time more and more as you give gratitude how much more God and the universe will bless you with. As we come to a close for the October general reading wrap up, we're going to tap into the tarot. Yeah, the energy, we're still ending the month with the energy of unrest, sleepless nights. We have a lot on our mind. A lot of people have a lot of things going on. A lot of people are going through a lot because of the way of the world. So those sleepless nights might not end right away, but you've got to know how to navigate through them. Something is going to come in. There is some type of energy that is going to come in rather quickly, and you're going to have to act upon it rather quickly because it's not going to be there too long. So you have to be ready. Sometimes for your blessings and certain gifts, you have to be ready to receive them when the universe sends them to you. You can't be caught sleeping, so to speak. So just beware of that. With the Ace of Swords, victory is upon you. The Queen of Swords energy, you have the mental fortitude, the strength, the leadership, and the goals, and the know-how to get through this, Sagittarius. You're going to be okay. Victory will be yours. Just do what God directs you to do. Do what you know intuitively you should do. And we end out in the cold. You will not be out in the cold if you follow your purpose and your plan and stick and stay focused to the things that you know that work for you and are for you. Needing to put in the cold the people that you need to distance yourself from, those fake friends, those fake co-workers, even fake family members. They could be trying to make your life miserable because they're out in the cold and they want you to join them. You can't let that happen. And it's not to say that you shouldn't help certain people when they're out in the cold and they're seeking help. But some people have to learn from their failures. Some people have to learn from the mistakes and the things that they do to people. That is the only way that they are going to get the lesson. So we can't always be that crutch. We can't always be the helper to others as we want to, because sometimes if we intercede, we block the blessing or we block the lesson that the universe is trying to give them. Let me do one more final card in closing. The unrest is still going to continue for a little while longer. But during this time of unrest, you've got to find physical and spiritual and mental peace and rest. Fight the battles that you know you can fight. Put aside the ones that you're not sure of. Not everything is meant for you to fight. Some battles you just have to give to God. Find the rest that you need to have peace, inner peace. Dig deep within your soul. Do the house cleaning and the purging that you need to do. You have almost 20-something days to do it before our birthday season comes. Start as of today. After you watch this reading or you hear this reading, start taking the steps to heal yourself, to give yourself time of peace and clarity, to redetermine your focus, and to stay positive and to have belief through it all, giving grace and gratitude to God. I pray for all of you that you harvest all that is good, that you return back to the earth and to others the love that is instilled with you, that you use your talents and gifts for good. Because there is so much bad out there and we need to spread the light and be the light. May you have a beautiful end of October. Have a great and safe Halloween. I might do a bonus Halloween reading, so look forward to that. And praise be to you in God's name. Amen. Ciao.